Okay.
Yo, 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 yo. How y'all doing? We are live and in color once again here on the Be Ready Sports Podcast. So, come on, man. That
Yeah.
was the driest applause ever. Uh, the system needs to do better. Now, we are here, episode 49. And wow, Carlos, 49 episodes, man, we've done in less than 3 months. We've been busy.
Yeah.
As y'all can tell, we kind of hit the wall of our schedule. So going forward, we'll be more traditionally back on our routine schedule, which is Fridays, Saturdays, some Sundays, like we started, and and then you might get a topic show during the week, like we originally planned. But stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. But I got one quick announcement before we get started. Um, that intro that y'all just heard, it's going in the vault, y'all. It's going in the vault. Today will be the last day you will hear that intro. So don't be seriously, Carlos. You just,
No. I think the thing just kept reloading. That thing kept reloading. That's what it was. You gotta pause it.
oh my goodness. Well, that's what happens when you go live, y'all. But as we said, that will be the last time you will hear that intro. Tomorrow we will be debuting on episode 50. Yeah, 50, y'all. We're gonna debut our new custom made intro for the Be Ready Sports podcast. That was produced by my man Travell Richardson at B. I almost said Be Ready
Beats by the One production.
at Beats by the One Production. So, who's been a great supporter of our podcast? They also um, helped us get our merch started. So we are we have our T-shirts here that we were going to announce later. But damn, there they are. Also created by Beats by the One Production. So we're gonna go hand in hand going forward. And you're gonna know who he is. Check out episode 25.
Yeah.
So so exciting. You know, we're we're growing at a substantial rate. We're almost at 200 subs already too. We're 10 subs away from 200. So let's help us get there. That is just, that is historic and quick for us. We never thought that 2 months in we'll be almost at 200 subscribers. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Keep them subs coming. And the faster we grow, the more we can share with y'all. So it's exciting. Like Carlos is so exciting. He wants to do a backflip out of his chair.
Nah, I can't do a backflip. No, backflip or front flip, I can't do it.
All right, man. All right, man. We got to get we probably have to call our man, the Sandman, back on here and do a backflip for you.
Okay, yeah, you can bring him on.
All right. And for all you guys, let's talk about um, another big announcement that we will have today. Um, if y'all know, we've had this young man was on the show. I believe it was episode 13 or 14 or so.
Yeah, somewhere down the line.
Um, well, I can let y'all know right now because we don't guesstimate on here on the Be Ready Sports podcast. We like to be factually correct. So it was a while back. Um, I was way off. Episode 22. Episode 22. When we had this young man on here, Mr. JJ, J2. Um, he was on here. We talked about number one point guard here in the state of Florida, uh, with Trey Man Elite. Um, Kid's doing great things. Met him at we met him at we met him in person at Ballin' on the Beach. Saw him live. Epic classic game with the Indiana Hoosiers. Went into overtime. Um, and I also want to give a shout out to my man Parker Graham on that game too. That man came in off the bench and shot lights out. Called him Baby Clay that day. Y'all remember Clay's 60-point game with 12 dribbles? His game was like that one. So shout
Okay.
out to my man Parker. But this is about um, the coach, J2's dad. Have a, he announced today on his social media what is if you want to see the post, it's posted on Summit Academy's basketball Instagram page, which is Summit underscore Academy underscore basketball. And they announced that. Give me a drum roll, Carlos. We don't have the drum roll yet.
Well, that was bad, but
Yeah, that's a familiar face right there. That's a familiar face. Yeah, my man, Coach Carrier. We talk on the daily, so you know, we talk on the daily. We all got the same goal, man. Develop these kids, man, and get them in the best place. But he is now the head of player development coach at Summit Academy Wolves. So great, great announcement, and he gets one of these. So, what do you think about this announcement, Carlos?
pretty good hire, from Summer Academy. Coach Carey. I actually saw him in person with you, Tony. He's a pretty good coach. He's a pretty good coach. Watch this team play in person. They're disciplined. Their bigs, like their bigs, actually work down there in that paint. They got strong bigs. Like they go up strong. He's a good coach. He obviously he coached Joel's J2. Saw him in person. That team's disciplined. That team is really disciplined, and he's the leader of all that. So he's a very good coach, a very good person. We met him at Ball on the Beach once again. Pretty good person, great coach, and so glad for him that he's the head player development coach over at Summit Academy, and wish him the best over there in Tampa.
Yes, sir. And you're gonna have two more of his them guys on here. Next Saturday, August 2nd, you'll get Mays. Big Mays is gonna be on here. And Levy is gonna be on here on the 14th.
Okay.
So so yeah, we got two more from that squad coming on here. So Jordan, what do you think of you know this man all too well, don't you?
Yep.
So what do you think about this announcement and this hire and promotion for him?
I mean, I feel like it's a good spot for him because he's a good coach, and like Carlos said, he's a good person too. So I feel like that's gonna be a good spot for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we are extremely excited to make this announcement. Um, well, so kudos to you, Coach Jay. Wish you nothing but success, and keep molding this youth to do great things, man. Because you're doing an awesome job with your son. Very developed. Trains them on game situations, and they could do it over and over and over and over and over again. So when they get into the game, it's like second nature. And you want to give a look at how he works. Go to All or Nothing's training, their Instagram page, which is right there at the top. All or Nothing training without the G. But today's episode is about this young man on the screen, right, Carlos?
Yeah.
And this is about this young man right here on the screen. Um, Something about that name Jordan, it just sets everything to another level. Um, so this young man, like I said, it goes with the topics of our show. We only bring the best of the best on here. This guy has multiple MVPs. Um, it's a Florida State champion since he's been young, and he's about a 5 or 6 year vet already. So this guy is doing great things. Knows a lot of the current the past guests that we've had on here, which is like the Jewels, which is like the JJs. Um, the great ones, stick together, and that's what keeps them all great. So and we fought hard to get this man on here. He'll tell you how long it took us to get him on here, man. He was hesitant at first, but he saw that we come correct, so he said, yeah. So he said, I'll come on here, and so we are excited to have him. We're gonna give him the best. This is gonna be the best episode we've ever had, right, Carlos?
Yeah.
All right. So let everybody know who's coming to the stage.
All right. Today's guest is a class of 2032 basketball player from the state of Florida. This athlete started playing basketball at a very young age. He is recognized as one of the best players in the class of 2032 nationally. This athlete has been to many national showcases and camps like the PSD National Combine and T3 TV. So now, please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Jordyn Stevens.
Yes, sir. Carlos.
What?
Welcome, Jordan. Welcome, Jordan. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Jordyn. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're
Of
welcome.
course,
You're
man.
welcome.
So, we got to get this man excited, man. We got to get him excited, man. Um, he's over here having that mama mentality on the interview. Like, thank you for having me. Job's not finished. Is the job finished? What's there to be excited about? Job's not finished. Nah. Let's break the ice, Jordan. Tell everybody a little bit about you before we get started.
So, I started playing basketball when I was around like 5 or 6 years old, and I've been playing up my whole life. So, and when I was in second grade, I was playing up third grade, won my first state championship, and ever since I've been playing up, and then started playing my actual grade starting this year, and then I won a lot of tournaments with my age group and made a lot of accomplishments.
Yeah, which we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about a lot of those accomplishments, right, Carlos?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later in the show.
All right, but before we get started, man, let's jump on the this man here who has the best job in America this year. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about the man who is living vicariously through his nickname, Dame Dollar. Um, this man has like I'm gonna say it one more time. He has the job that everybody will want right now. He's going to make $70 million this upcoming season, which would be the highest paid player in the NBA. He's getting uh, you have the numbers up, Carlos, because he's getting paid from Milwaukee and Portland
Yeah,
next
so yeah, so now he will have a 2025-2026 set salary of $70 million between his Portland and Milwaukee deals and a salary of $141 million over the next 2 years.
year. Well, next year, he's gonna be making 70 million just basically just chill and rehab.
Yeah, so yeah, he obviously can't play this year because of his Achilles tear, but he will play next year with Trailblazers.
Yeah, he went back to the team that drafted him, um, and they upgraded the roster around him. So he's coming back to an upgraded roster. So I wouldn't be surprised when he gets back. They make a playoff push because the West is getting dangerous. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I want this to be you, Jordan, because I don't want you getting an Achilles tear. Um, and I know you rather be out there on the court than getting paid to sit at home. But what are your thoughts on this? Dame getting is he's going to be the highest paid basketball player next year, and he's not even going to dribble a basketball. And I want you to guess who's the second highest paid basketball player next year. So, what are your
Um,
thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't really got no thoughts on the Dame trade because I don't really like care too much about the Blazers and stuff. All I know is the Bucks lost one of their main pieces besides Giannis.
Yeah,
Man, these
basically.
man, these kids are too honest, man.
Yeah, well, he left Milwaukee to go to a team that's probably not in the best position right now in Portland, but well, and I guess this must be the end for Dame. I guess he wants to end it on a happy ending. So
And
Portland. Well,
he's
and he is getting old, Tony. He's like in his what high 30s.
he's making 70 million next year to do nothing but rehab. He's the highest paid player.
Yeah, but
But
like,
who do you think who's the second highest paid player next year?
next year,
Yeah, this upcoming season, Jordan. Who's the second highest paid player?
Um, I don't know.
Steph Curry, 56 million next year. He's making 56. So that's a huge drop off. Um, but we wish Dame all the a speedy recovery from his injury, and we wish him all the best to get back on the court and do some big things down there in Portland.
yeah,
But he's not the only OG that went back home. Well, I won't say home, but back to their
Hometown.
back to one of their home teams.
yes,
This guy did the same exact same thing.
yeah,
So Clippers been looking for a point guard for the last since Kawhi been there, pretty much. I remember they was trying to get Rondo, but that didn't happen. They were trying to. There was numerous of a point guards that they was trying to get, and it always fell through the cracks. But now they went and got CP3 is back home in LA, place where he called home for 8 seasons. If y'all not familiar with Lob City, when he first got there, with DeAndre Jordan, with DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, they brought out Lob City, and the Lakers head coach was also on that team, JJ Redick, and
Yeah.
Austin Rivers was there. So they had a pretty good squad down there. So now you know, he reignites with the Clippers. Totally new coach, playoff winning coach with Ty Lue. I think this will be the first winning coach that he has played for that has championship experience. So, what do you guys thoughts on this? On Chris Paul coming back to LA?
I'm gonna go first here. Pretty nice, Chris Paul going back to the Clippers. He played there from 2011 to 2018, I believe. Yeah, he played there for. Yeah, he's been there for some time. With the Clippers. With Blake
Yeah,
Griffin, Lee Jordan. He
yeah, close to 8 years.
Yeah, he's been there for some time. See, the difference between Chris Paul and Damian Lillard is that I think Chris Paul, he can actually make an impact with the Clippers as a playoff contention team, because the Clippers, obviously, they're in the mix in the West. He can contribute to that. You got guys like James Harden there, a guy that we're going to talk about probably next. Um, Kawhi Leonard, John Collins now there, Zubac, Brook Lopez, Batum, Derrick Jones Jr. They've got some depth over there with the Clippers, so he can contribute. He can contribute in I believe, his 21st season.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, Chris Paul getting old,
No
but
one's talking about his longevity. He never,
yeah, no,
you
nobody
know,
has.
he's consistent. He's been consistent.
Yeah,
One thing about Chris Paul, except for those few years when he had them nagging injuries in Houston, um, Chris Paul has been very consistent
yeah,
and available.
he has.
So that's the main thing you're looking for in a player. I've been, he's due for, only thing that I think that will cap off his career
Championship.
is get a championship.
What?
But he's played all 82 games last year.
Wow,
For San Antonio, had a 39-year-old that hasn't been done
that's insane.
um, ever.
That's just
Um,
insane.
that was actually his second time playing all 82 games. Last time he did it was in 2014, 2015 season with the said Clippers, when he had some of his best averages for the season. He led the league in assists that year, 10.2, 2 assists 1 year. He had a 54 uh, effective shooting percentage. It was one of his so it was one of his highest. He shot 39% from three that year. So very very consistent. He's but he's been in and out the lineup since Houston and OKC, and then but good to see him back in LA. He's turning 40 years old, the second 40-year-old in the league. Um, so he's not going to be asked to do much in LA, but I think he'll make an impact on a playoff team. So, what are your thoughts on it, Jordan?
Um, I feel like they're a playoff contender team because they have a true point guard with Kawhi Leonard, which is a defensive player, and they got James Harden as like a shooter. And John Collins and all those other people. So I feel like that's a good fit for Chris Paul to go back to LA.
Yeah. And like I said, he's not gonna be asked to do much. He can come in and get that second unit going, kind of similar to what Norman Powell did last year before he made it to the starting lineup. Will I think he'd be coming off the bench all season? No. I think at the beginning, they're gonna treat him, play a role kind of similar to how Russell Westbrook was when he came to LA. Uh, come off the bench, keep his minutes, on a cap beginning of the season. When they get closer to playoff time, I think he'll end up being in the starting lineup. But the biggest issue with this squad has always been availability of their stars. So that's been the issue since Kawhi Leonard was there, been there. Um, it's gonna cost them some playoff runs, and I haven't said it on the podcast, but I've said it. It was like you can't waste seasons. When you have a like in 2020 when they had a championship roster, then I feel like they wasted the season because they wanted to go home, so they stopped competing. Um, 2022, I think they wasted that season. Um, you know, can't you can't you can't waste seasons, especially when you're past your 30s. And next year they have the oldest team in NBA history. They're even older than the 2021 Lakers that missed the playoffs, Carlos. When we had Carmelo Anthony and all them there. They're older than them.
Wow.
They're
Yeah, they're
yeah, their
pretty old.
average age is what, 39 for this
Y-
squad. They have the oldest team in NBA history.
Yeah, they're getting old.
So what I'm going to see next year, you're gonna get a slow start out the gate, a lot of load management um, throughout the season. When you get closer to the season, it's gonna be hopefully whoever's available um, and to play, and another first round exit because key guys won't be available. That's you need some, and two, they're going to be a play in my opinion, because if you look at the West right now, everyone's younger, faster, meaner, stronger. Every team had done reloaded. So um, I feel like they're going to be a playing team. They'll make it in the first round, but first round exit. They're going to play either Houston or OKC in the first round, and then that'll be it. So what is your early prediction of how they're going to finish, Jordan?
Um, I feel like they're gonna, if they do good, I feel like they can make it past first round. But in my opinion, I'm gonna say not making it past the second round of the playoffs.
Okay. Who you think is going to eliminate them?
Um, wait, what conference are the Clippers in again?
They're in the Western Conference.
Okay, so
Um, I'm sorry we're live. We can't edit that out. Uh, I'll probably edit that out on the post production because we can't have a hooper on here not knowing what conference
It's the
the,
Western
the
Conference.
Clippers are in.
Los Angeles,
I don't pay
California.
attention to the Clippers. That's why.
They're Los Angeles. Los Angeles. It's on the West Coast. He like, I don't care, man. He
Yeah,
like,
geography.
I don't care. All right, Carlos. Let's pivot to you. Um, how do you think the Clippers season is going to end up?
They're probably going to end up lower than 5. Probably, they probably might be a 6 or a playing team, in my opinion.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we're not going to, before we leave for the Clippers, they also got another old guy. I mean, another player
yeah, they did.
Oh,
who wore that same number. Um,
Very good.
Finally, this guy.
so they also got Bradley Beal.
Finally.
So this is what I said about my concerns with them. They were in the right direction last year. They were a young roster. You know, that was making moves. Norman Powell stepped out in the shadow and started to become his own. And then you trade him away, and then you get older, and then you get a guy that was considered the person that was holding the Suns back last year.
Yeah.
So you get a guy that's honest up and up that was averaging 17 a game to a guy who's in his decline, who's more expensive, that was barely averaging, who's averaging career lows in his two seasons with the Clippers, well, with the Suns. Um, a lot of I was talking. I've heard a lot of podcasters and I heard a lot of media guys. They love this fit for Bradley Beal, and I think if he's willing to come off the bench and play with that second unit, they feel like this could rejuvenate his career. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. I mean, he's in past 35. There's when you get that age, when when you get in your mid 30s and older, you're at that cliff. Like there's no very seldom, unless you're a freak of nature, that you'll get better. So I think his best days are behind him. Can he contribute with them? Yes, but I'm not completely sold. So, but one good thing he's done so far is that he let Chris Paul keep number three.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts? Who wants to go first? Out of you and Jordan? I want to talk about Bradley Beal, the Clips.
I'm gonna go first here. He finally got up out of there, Phoenix. Finally, it took out that no trade clause. He was dead weight over there in Phoenix. Got up out of there. He's with the Clippers. He probably needed a new atmosphere over there in Los Angeles. Well, and I guess we'll see if it works out. I guess he's in a new environment, new atmosphere over there in Los Angeles, and probably he needed to get out of Phoenix, and he did that. So we'll see what happens. He can probably contribute in some way, but I guess we'll find out this upcoming season. And by the way, he's 32, Tony. He's 32, so he's aging, but he's 32 years old, so he can
You know what?
contribute something.
You know what the
But
Clippers remind me of?
what?
They remind me of that one AAU team that has five reclass guys
Yeah, I know they're old. They're
that
old.
that run that beat up on everyone in the local tournaments and get their butts kicked on the circuit.
Damn,
They remind me of those teams.
really?
Yeah, you got a bunch of athletes out there, and that's it. Jordan, you seen those AAU teams out there when they got nothing but athletes, but no team chemistry, no
Yeah,
nothing. They go beat up everybody in the Marcus McGee tournaments
but like
and
when they get on to like nationals or circuit tournaments, then they get whooped.
yeah, they get their butts kicked because they got no team chemistry. They just got a bunch of athletes. That's what the Clippers remind me of. A team of nothing but athletes.
True. Yeah, because you have James Harden that's good, Bradley Beal that's good, Kawhi that's good, but can they coincide together? So
Yeah. The only person I like, don't get me wrong, I think I really like Kawhi. I think the Spurs really lied about his knee injury, and I think that's been hurting him. That misdiagnosis of his knee injury is going to contribute to him hurting the rest of his career. I don't think he's ever been faking that.
hmm.
And he's a tough SOB to be able to continue to play through it. Because if it's flaring up like that every year, that knee injury was misdiagnosed, and I don't think he's going to get it fully fixed until he retires. But the one bright spot that I like about that Clippers game Clippers team is Zubox. Like, Zubox is one heck of a player that I wish we never would have gave up. But other than him, like I said, this is just a team of athletes. So, um, what are your thoughts, Jordan, on Bradley Beal? Do you think this situation will help him or hurt him?
Um, I mean, I feel like that's not a good trade because there's too many people on the Clippers who need the ball, like Chris Paul, Harden, Kawhi, and there's too many people that's gonna like corral the ball. So at just adding like another guard on to the team is probably gonna hurt them.
Yeah, but guys, it wasn't a trade, Carlos and Jordan. It was a buyout.
Uh,
Yeah, buyout. Yeah,
It was a buyout. It's kind of similar to a trade, but
yeah,
it
but
was
he
it was a
it has
buyout. He had to give back what was it, about 14, 15 million off his contract, and they stretched the remaining out for about 5 years. So Phoenix is gonna be paying him for a while, but yeah, they get the buyout came there. I think it was for what, 11 million.
I don't know, something like that. I guess.
I think he took the BLE exemption to sign with the Clippers, but you know, I really don't can care less what the JV and team does in LA. You know, we all know
Mm,
it's a Lakers town.
that is
And
true.
speaking of the Lakers, they made it official today that Lakers signed, made put the ink to the paper today and signed Marcus Smart to the BLE exemption. I think his contract is about 11.5. They had to they had to release Shake Milton to make room for him, and and one other person. Can't remember who he released, but they had to make a release, and then there's rumors that that they may explore a trade with Dr. Connect to free up more space. But I guess that didn't necessarily need to happen because they signed him today, and Dr. Connect is still there. So um, he's excited to be playing with Luca. Yeah, he's excited to be playing with Luca. So this is somebody that rumors had that Luca wanted. He
Yeah, that
on the
new
team.
recruit.
Um, they lost Dorian Finney-Smith to Houston, so they really needed a perimeter defender, and Marcus Smart fits the bill. But the question is, which Marcus Smart are the Lakers getting? Are they getting the Boston Celtics Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart, or are we going to get the lost in the sauce? Didn't even know he was playing in the NBA last year, Marcus Smart. So I'll I'll let you go first, Carlos, on this one. Give your for your thoughts on Marcus Smart
Well,
signing with
to
the
be
Lakers.
to be fair, he did play for a team that's in purgatory right now for the Wizards. So, and the Wizards kind of lowered his confidence. So, but he is a defensive player of the year. He was defensive player of the year back in when he was in Boston. So he's obviously great at defense. He can bring something to the table for the Lakers. Yeah, he can bring something to the Lakers. And I think Luka recruited Marcus Smart, so pretty good recruit, but pretty good scouting by Luka, and and I guess we'll see what Marcus Smart does. He's a pretty good defensive player. He can contribute in some way, and I guess we'll see if it works out for him and the Lakers.
Yeah, but they're trying to do everything they can to get Luca to sign that extension. They want him to sign the extension.
Yeah, because
Um,
that's your future.
they're saying that he may do it in the next couple of weeks, but
Hey,
who knows?
that,
I think they're gonna wait until toward the end of the season before him to sign it because the Lakers are not signing any contracts over 2 years. So so we'll see. Jordan, what are your thoughts on this? Marcus Smart to the Lakers playing there with Luca and LeBron. That other 40-year-old in the league.
Oh yeah.
And
Um, I mean, they got defense now because they got Marcus Smart and they got DeAndre Ayton. So they got
yeah,
a defensive player of the year and, in my opinion, one of the best defenders in the paint.
well, they did fulfill two needs that they needed from last year: a wing defender. They still got Vanderbilt, but we don't know. He's been injury prone the last couple seasons. But they can put a defensive lineup out there. They got Aiden to help, defend that rim. When you get these guys out here that can't defend a parked car, like Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, who was actually the better defender out of those three, and LeBron and Luca. So you need that. You need that help at the rim. That's what and killed them last year, and the fact that they let Rudy Gobert look like Will Chamberlain um, in that Game 5 of that Minnesota series. That I already gave my rant on about that. Um, what are your thoughts on this, Carlos?
On the Marcus Smart thing, or
No,
what?
no, about our logo that's behind the Marcus Smart thing.
What? Tony, you're confused me. I already gave my take on Marcus Smart. Yeah, I already I already gave my take on Marcus Smart. He, he will contribute to the Lakers.
So, what do you think they're gonna do? What do you think they're gonna? How do you think they're gonna finish this year?
So the Lakers, how they finish. They're obviously one of the teams in the mix. Adding Marcus Smart, I think, is a plus for the Lakers. They'll probably be top five or above, in my opinion.
Top five.
Five or above.
Interesting.
So they might be a five.
So you think they're gonna make the playoffs, not the play-in? Interesting. What
We'll
about you,
see.
Jordan? How do you think they're gonna finish?
Kind of like how he said, like top five or above. So probably making the playoffs.
Hmm. I think you, you guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. You guys have more faith in them than I do. I did. To me, I just think it's going to be a throwaway season. So wherever how we finish, we finish. Um,
So do you think they're gonna make the plane?
no, they're going to make the playoffs, but it's a throwaway season.
Okay.
She says this sixth grader is the most interesting part of this podcast. Don't try him like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Try him like what?
We were not trying him. All right, let's move on.
And I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in to our podcast. But yes, we do have great guests on here. However, the hosts have contributed to the success of this podcast. So, but I do thank you for tuning in.
All right,
Um,
let's move
you want to
on.
get to the last one before we start the Q&A?
Yeah, so let's run this real quick here. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Go.
so here's the current standings of the WNBA. We obviously have to appreciate the W. The WNBA. That's probably the most current thing going on in basketball, and pretty much similar, pretty much the same thing as we reviewed the last time we reviewed the WNBA. The East looking the same, the West pretty much looking the same too. The Aces average, and I think the WNBA just had their All Star, so they're back from their All Star break, and they're getting on a roll. The Liberty 17-6, the Lynx 22-4. They're the best team in the league right now, and yeah, not really much movement over there in the W and over there at the W.
Yeah. So it looks like everything's pretty much staying the same. Um, Minnesota Lynx still holding strong on first place, which you have predicted uh, a couple episodes back. Um, looks like the Valkyries are kind of leveling out. No, and Yeah, because they were what higher in the rankings back and back then, so they kind of leveling out.
Yeah.
Sparks is still being a disappointment, even with Kelsey Plum there. They still, taking bad losses. Um, uh, but it's impressive that the Minnesota Lynx are still holding it strong. Um, right there. So I haven't been following the Dub a lot the last couple weeks, you know, but
Yeah, and actually for their All Star, the captain was Nafisa Collier. She plays for the Lynx, so yeah, she played for the Lynx, and then Caitlin Clark was the captain of her team, Team Clark, and Team Collier just blew out Team Clark out of there, like literally, like I think blew them out by what by like 20-30 in the All Star game. Yeah, so it was a how do you say it, high scoring All Star game. Team Collier ended up winning, but hey, it's all for entertainment at the end of the day.
so the only biggest news that the reason why the Dubs tuning me out is because I get it. They want to get paid. They feel like they're entitled to more money
Oh
and
yeah,
this, that, and the other. I get that. Um, but they're trying to mimic what they seen the NBA did in 2020, and I feel like they you know they need to let it grow. Um, this is the most viewership they've had in ever this year, and it's
yeah,
by one person.
because of
And,
Caitlin Clark when she
and
came.
yeah, so I think you need to build your audience organically and let it grow because you're still in the negative. The NBA is contributing over what 40 to 50 million to the WNBA every year. You're still borrowing money just to keep the league afloat. So they can't pay you what you don't have. So it's like business 101. That's why I call it the drama league. So I don't have too much to say. I don't have too much to say on the WNBA, but I think let's get into the Q&A
Yeah,
from my man Jordan.
yeah.
So
Let's get right to it.
yeah,
All right, Jordan, you ready? Q&A.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. All right. Which first question? Which side of the ball you like playing better, offense or defense?
Defense,
Okay, why defense?
because like I'm a hustle player and I'm a good perimeter defensive player.
Very important. You got to have defense, especially in that next level. You got to play 94 feet. That's going to be the key in that next level. You got to play with 94 feet. You know, have that motor. Coaches love that motor. If you got a motor, they're going to play you, especially as a point guard. Especially as a point guard, like that motor is going to be really important for that next level. All right. So, second question: what inspired you to play basketball?
When I was little, my dad was playing it, so and he just inspired me to start playing.
Okay.
that's what's up. Shout
Yeah.
out to pops.
Yes, sir.
Keep their kids inspired. Keep them inspired.
There you go. Okay, Jordan. So, what do you like most about playing basketball?
I mean the game's just fun and it makes me like if I'm mad, I just like go and play and I makes my day. I feel better like every time I play it.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Like therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people see it as therapy, as
Mhm.
basketball. Yeah. Very important. All right. So, what do you like least about playing basketball?
When coaches yell at me, but coaches yell at me for a reason because like when they yell at me, they tell me what's right and what's wrong for like good reasons and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So, what motivates you to like get better? Yeah. To keep getting better.
Me working hard every day. And
Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. So, what do you do to mentally prepare for a game?
I like listen to music, listen to hype music. I stretch and I play
Okay. Okay. So, what's your like favorite music to listen to before a game?
like music that hypes me up and gets me engaged before the game.
Okay, so is there like a particular song that's like that really hypes you up, or there's no like particular kind?
There's no particular kind of song. Like I have a playlist of hype music, and I just listen to that before a game, and it hypes me up before a game.
Okay, okay, that's cool. Okay, so what makes you a good teammate?
I'm like I tell people where to go on the floor. I tell them what's right and what's wrong. I'm like a coach on the court and stuff like that.
Yeah, very important. You know, as a point guard, you got to be a floor general. That's what they call it, floor general. You got to tell people where they're at and basically be a coach on the floor. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Very important, especially at the next level. Very important. What do you want to improve on the most in your game?
Um, I want to improve on my defense and my shooting. Like I know I said I'm good at defense, but I like this stuff I need to work on to be better than I already am at defense.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so who do you idolize your game to?
Um, Chris Paul and Cade Cunningham,
Okay, okay, why those two?
because Chris Paul he's like a player. He's like a true point guard. He tells people where they need to go, where they need to be at, and Cade Cunningham because of his like he's a big guard. He's like good size for a guard.
Okay, okay, that's cool. Okay, so what's your favorite NBA team and why that NBA team?
My favorite NBA team's the Magic because that's my hometown.
Hometown. All right, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, they're a pretty good team. The Orlando Magic. They used to be at the bottom, like the bottom. Like they weren't really being talked about, but now they're up there in the East, and who knows, they might even win the East maybe because it's so wide open.
Yeah,
So
I think they're going to be top. They're going to finish top three this year.
probably,
I think they're going to finish top three. Yeah. It isn't. It's going to take the right team to get hot at the right time, and they're young. They made some improvements this year, so I like. I think Bankero is going to have a breakout season. Like you haven't seen the best of him yet.
yeah,
Like his trajectory is like he's going to have an MVP like season this year.
yeah, and
He's
plus
due.
Paulo, he's getting paid. He's getting paid. So that's their guy in Orlando. That's their one right there. That's their franchise player. Okay, Jordan. So do you like watching NBA or college basketball better, and why?
I like watching both because the speed of the game is just different than AAU basketball.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so what's your favorite move on the basketball court?
I drop across into a behind the back.
Hmm, interesting. All right, that's a cool move. Okay, so what's the best game you've ever played in, like in regards to your performance?
It was at a camp. I had like 30 points and I had a lot of assists and steals and stuff.
Hmm, 30 points, some assists and steals. All right, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, so besides basketball, what other sport would you try and why?
I want to try football because like I like playing at parks and stuff and like before like I started playing basketball like competitively, I wanted to play football.
Okay, so what position do you think you would be better at?
For football,
Yeah.
um probably quarterback because I'm a point guard for basketball and the quarterback is basically like a point guard.
Very
So
true. Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Okay. So if you had to meet any sports athlete, who would it be and why?
LeBron because he's one of my favorite players in the league right now.
Okay. LeBron. Okay. I like that. Okay. Last question. What are your favorite hobbies/interests to do outside the basketball court?
I like to fish.
Fish. Okay. And I like that. Fishing, calms you down. Like fishing is kind of like art, it kind of like calms you down, it's way outside the basketball court. And, it's kind of like therapy for some people, it gets, it opens your mind. Let's just say that.
Mhm.
All right.
Well,
We're good with the Q&A?
what's the um, biggest fish you've caught so far?
Hmm.
I caught catfish, a 10-pound catfish. Yeah.
It's a nice size one. How long was it fighting you?
for like 10 minutes.
Them things fight, boy. You ever went fishing for cats? Yet, Carlos?
Fishing for catfish? No.
Yeah.
Nah,
No.
it's been a while since I've been fishing. And I think I first started fishing like I think it was I think during COVID, but then and I think when I started to get active again, when people started to become more social, and I think the fishing part kind of went away a little bit. But
Yeah.
fishing's pretty nice.
Yeah, that wasn't real fishing. Um,
That
Shout
was
out to my man Enrique and Kaysen. They've been supporting us since they've been on here since episode 4. Here we are at
wow, this
49.
crazy.
So thank you guys for tuning in. You
Wow,
know,
this
Kaysen's doing his thing. He's been recruited. He's been recruited. I think they were playing in New York, I believe, this week, either last weekend or this weekend. So he's doing his thing out there in football. Well, soccer guys. Um,
okay.
and tomorrow, check out the new. We got a new intro coming on tomorrow, Kason. We got a surprise for you in that intro that I promised you that I was going to put there. So I want you to see it. I can't tell you what it is live because it debuts tomorrow, but I want you guys to see it. Yeah, that's next Saturday, the second and third. That's next weekend. So shout out to you guys. Y'all doing big things, big things, big things.
And
Um,
yeah.
and I didn't want to touch on this because I didn't really want to. I don't want to put the mood down on the podcast, but I'll just talk about it briefly. Because this is one of these guys that was, you know, when you're a kid, everybody has, the kids nowadays, they have their heroes now, um, in the wrestling world. They got their Roman Reignses, they got they what other guys, Seth Rollins is that they look up to, but back in the 80s, early 90s, one of the main guys everybody wanted to be like was Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
Um, yeah, we used to walk. Yeah, people used to go around school. Yes, they actually did this. They walk around pretending like they were ripping off their doing the Hulk poses and everything, telling everybody eat their vitamins and all that. So um, he was true definition of a game changer for his sport, which was professional wrestling. He put it on the map. Everybody talks about to this day WrestleMania 3 with him against Andre the Giant, another trailblazer of that sport. So, um, but the one thing I want to highlight, everyone's talking about his career. That's beautiful. But the one thing I want to highlight is before he passed, he gave his life over to Jesus Christ. He surrendered his life over to Jesus Christ. That's the one thing that I am very proud of from my man, the Hulkster. Um, because when you're in that stature, when you reach that level of success, it's hard for a lot of those guys to surrender, you know, their riches and glory and everything to follow Christ. Um, but before he passed, he did that. So not everyone's talking about that. They're talking about his wrestling career. I wanted to announce that. That's forever going to be one of my greatest memories of Hulk Hogan. Is throughout all the negative, the racial slur, all the negative that he did, the positive he brought by wrestling, he still, before he left this earth, surrendered his life to Jesus. So that's one thing that I'm proud of. So amen to that, and that's all I had to say about Hoaxer. May you rest in paradise. So, yeah, you guys ready for the Q&A? I mean, not the Q&A. Y'all ready for the show and tell?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, you ready? Show and tell.
Yep.
I know. I kind of like changed the mood, Carlos. He's probably like, "Why, man? You could have did that at the end of the show."
Well, to be honest, we could have done that from yesterday with the Hulk Hogan thingy, but it is what it is. He's an icon. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, he's an icon. But
Okay.
let's talk about this future icon right now that we have on have on the stage right now. Um, because he's a future icon. So let's go into the show and tell. You know how it works, Jordan. You've seen this show before. So let's get into the first. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
So
Wow.
So first, let's talk about this ginormous trophy that you have. Yeah. Thing looks like it's about 17 feet tall.
Really close. Close to it.
so that was when I was playing with BNU. I was guest playing for them in Ohio for a T3TV tournament, and we won the whole thing, and that's the trophy that we got for the tournament.
So that's the tournament championship trophy that went to the. You didn't get to keep it, so that went to the coach.
Yeah.
But that is a massive trophy. What do you think about that, Carlos?
Oh, with the trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty large. That's a pretty large trophy, for basketball. Yeah, but yeah, that's almost like two trophies combined into one. Two large trophies combined into one. Yeah, that's a large trophy.
Yeah. Pretty large one. And when you get started on when you guest appearance on teams, though, it's hard to get that chemistry because you're not used to these guys. So that's another big accomplishment. So that talks a lot about your game itself, your mind, your mindset, and all that good stuff. So that makes it even more impressive. So congratulations, Jordan,
Thank you.
on that. But that's not the only award that you have. Let's talk about um, let's talk about this MVP trophy in this first place one that you got. Yeah.
So that was Junior Magic. That was one of my first championships that I ever got, and it's this one. This is the MVP one that you see in the picture.
Yeah, buddy.
This one right here,
Okay,
and this is the trophy that you see.
there you go.
So
So that season we went 8-0, and we won the whole thing that year.
undefeated. That's what's up. So this is one of your very first accomplishments right here, right?
Yeah,
So how
that
did
and my state championship.
gotcha. Um, so how did this? So this was when the first ones. You guys had an undefeated season. You know, you got an MVP and the chip. So how did and this is one of the beginning of your basketball career. So how did this did this go like at your top in your top three accomplishments so far?
I mean, yeah, I would say that because it's one of my first ever championships. When I first started playing basketball, we went undefeated, and I got the Finals MVP. So that's one of my accomplishments that I made.
So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do you think about that, Carlos, man?
Yeah, pretty nice. Obviously those early accomplishments, they they kind of have to have a special touch. It kind of a special touch to you because it's your first. Obviously, it's your first. So, and then obviously you're gonna have way more as you get along. I should say, yeah.
Oh yeah. This is only the beginning, man. It's only the beginning. Have a lot of accomplishments, and the biggest accomplishment that we want for you is to have the commissioner walk to the stage and say, with the with the first pick of the such and such NBA draft, such and such team select Jordyn Stevens out of such and such university. You good, bro?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next one. All right, so this is what I
Uh,
this is what younger you
yep, I was 4 years old.
with the double with the double dribble, not double dribble yet, y'all. The two basketball dribble training at 4 years old. That's very impressive. Um, so it's pretty cool, that you shared this about you in the beginning. You starting off at 4 years old, especially with the double basketball. Um, do you remember how this date went?
Uh,
Probably not.
I was like,
Probably not.
nope.
But but I brought that up to show you this. That led to this.
Hmm.
Look how intense you look, man. So starting off here at 4 years old, now look at you. Like it's like nothing to you. You over there mean mugging the camera, like like you ain't playing no games right here. So I don't. So how is that? How does that transition and that growth been for you to go from here to here?
Um, I mean, it's been good. Like I've been training ever since 4 years old to 11 years old right now, and from a little baby dribbling two balls, and then this picture, 11 years old, two ball.
Man, just grinding it out, man. I can see the intensity on your face. Like, what do you think, Carlos?
Hmm? Pretty nice progress, from when you were younger to now. All right. What?
Carlos, man, you something else, man. It's like,
Hey,
No, I think this is that ring you showed us earlier.
Yep, the
yeah.
state championship ring.
Damn. And this is what? This is when you first started too. Was it the same year you won the MVP?
Yeah, I was second grade playing up in third grade.
And that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So tell us a little bit about this state championship right here.
So I was second grade playing up in third grade. We went, I believe, 3-1, I think, because we lost the first game and we won both of the other games to get to the championship. So we went 4-1.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of just like after that first hiccup, kind of got everything together and went undefeated the rest of the way
Yep.
to win that championship. That's what's up. What are your thoughts on that, Carlos?
Yeah, very nice. I actually won that ring when I was playing. I think a couple of years ago when I played in the state championship as well. Won that same ring too. So yeah, winning the state championship. Especially the state championship. Is pretty nice. Winning the AAU state finals in Orlando. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's what's up. And let's get to the next one. Um,
Oh,
yeah, y'all know this picture from the advertisements for the episode. So my man's looking crispy right here.
Mhm.
I'm popping my collar for you. So so what's going on? You got a medal around your neck. So obviously you won this AAU event.
I'll cook it out.
So tell us a little bit about this one.
So that was when we were playing. I believe that was we were playing fifth grade that tournament, and
Okay. So you what in third or fourth grade?
I was in fourth grade at that time.
Okay.
And it's this medal right here.
Yes,
mm,
sir.
So that was, I believe that was Gladiator Games. Yeah, the
Okay.
first tournament of the season. We went undefeated in that, and we won the whole thing.
Okay. So whose idea was it for you to take the picture swaggy like this?
Me, I just decided to do it.
I like that. I like that. My man puts flavor. Um, puts flavor out there, letting y'all need to know a lot about his personality. I think that's pretty cool. So it's a very swaggy picture. The mismatched shoes going on. You know, you got the superstar shades on. You're spinning the ball on one finger, uh, and letting everybody know, like, yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, yeah, I'm the man. That's why they pay me 30 million. No, I'm just kidding. But what are your thoughts on this, Carlos? Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you seen a lot of these pictures,
yeah.
like this going in your household.
Oh, yeah, very swaggy. I actually did that same photo. Where you stand in the middle and then the camera goes 360. I actually did that during my media day last year for high school. So yeah,
Yeah,
those are very tough photos. Especially the camera going 360. It gets a 360 view of you. You like, how do you say it? Like, show different forms of the ball. You can do this. You can spin the ball in your finger. Try and do different stuff. So yeah, it's pretty swaggy.
yeah. I haven't done that yet.
No.
Um, yeah, I'm not that interesting. So, but but that is pretty cool. But you gotta be live though. You can't just be standing there like when they go to the 360. You gotta
Yeah,
be live. You gotta be live with it.
yeah, you gotta yeah, uh, switch it up. I say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, switch it up.
like we about to switch it up right now.
All right.
Bam. So who this? No, I'm just kidding. Who? Let's talk about this young man that's with you in this picture.
That's Tyron Stokes. He's the number one player in class of 2026.
Mm. Somebody else I know is in class of 2026. Is that my man Carlos?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling Carlos. So
Yeah.
where were you guys at?
That
Uh,
was
let me check.
actually the same day I got the ball signed by all the prolific players. Prolific prep players.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that shortly. Uh, about the signed basketball. A lot of the audience don't know what that is yet, but we'll. Matter of fact, let's show them. You can show them now. You can show them now since you brought it in.
It's all the autograph from Prolific Prep. So we got Tyron Stokes, Darion Reed, Mikey Willis, Aiden Sherrill, and Winches Grady. All on Prolific Prep.
Mhm.
All on
Yes,
one.
sir. I had to bring you on the big. I had to put you on the big screen for that. I had to bring you on the big screen for that. So another prize possession for you with that. And let's get to the next. Let's talk about this other humongous trophy that you have in your hand here.
Hmm. That's actually the same team I was guest playing on in the other picture that y'all saw with the big
With
trophy. That's that same. Yeah, that's
this
that
one.
same team. So it went to the other coach. I was guest playing for them.
So you just winning them. You just get winning them trophies, man. Just show up, win, and go home.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. Last but not least,
Wallpaper.
I gotta. Yep. You sent me this wallpaper with this message right here. This message right here where you're at the T3 TV.
Yep.
Um, you want me to read it? I don't know. It's a laughing emoji and it says, "I'll take the chance and live with the consequences." So, I guess they're talking about going out there and balling out at the T3 TV event, which I'm pretty sure you did.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was the camp, and what year was this? When
That
you went.
was 2023, and
Okay.
it went good. I got we lost in the championship at the camp, but I got selected to be a all star, so I got a ring for that. It's
Okay.
this one right here. No, wait,
No, wrong
got
ring.
this ring right here.
Yes, sir.
Well, okay.
And then this was the first ever T3 that I went to.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And the most recent T3 that I went to was this ring right here.
Oh wow, way different than the last two.
Yeah,
Okay.
the new one was yeah. I think last year they kind of switched it up because he's not the only one that came out here with a
Okay. Oh,
colorful
yeah.
ring like that. All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you have any more trophies that we didn't show
Yeah.
yet that you want to show your fans?
Yeah, so I got this Junior Magic MVP trophy, and
Man,
three.
that's a nice
So
MVP trophy, man.
we won three in a row for Junior Magic, and then we got
Nice.
this trophy right here. Um,
Hold it a little bit closer because it's kind of like,
yeah, it's see through, so you wouldn't see it that well.
oh, that's a glass one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, got that one, and then this one I won in Virginia at Bull Williams tournament.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, we won that.
Wow, that's a pretty big one.
And then at a McDavid camp, I won the one-on-one one-on-one third grade champion.
Uh-oh. So you like cold, man. You're lethal in that one-on-one. Nobody can touch you.
And lastly, we got a lot of medals right here.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not even half of it. I have more.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised.
The
Man, he's gonna beat you. He's gonna catch up. He's gonna beat you, Carlos.
Mm,
I got a hustle award for my AAU team,
Okay.
and then I got MVP from a tournament from the Marcus McGee tournament.
Oh, you got the MVP chains. Yeah.
Wow, some very good accomplishments there, Jordyn. Very good accomplishments.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. And this is when we came fifth place at nationals. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Nationals is very difficult to place because you're playing against the top of everybody,
hmm
the top teams of everybody. Well, let me rephrase that.
Recently, we came second place in the silver bracket for nationals with my other team, with my actual team,
Okay. Down what in North Carolina or Orlando?
Orlando.
Okay. Well, we
And
got one. Go ahead.
this is
Go ahead.
my pink out ring. We won.
Okay. For October.
Yep.
For October. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. But we got one. I'm gonna not say anything on this on the last this on this next one. This is something that you and my co-host have in common, Jordan.
hmm
He's like, okay, look. He's like, what's going on? Oh yeah, we have surprises here on the Be Ready Sports podcast. But let me show you first, and then I'm gonna let Carlos take it away. Bam!
So, do you want me to speak on it?
No, not yet. All right, Jordan, go ahead. Tell us about this event here and this photo.
So that's the same weekend. It was actually my dad's birthday that weekend, so we went to go watch All Star weekend in Indiana. And we were supposed to have a tournament, but the tournament got canceled. So we already booked the flights, and we realized it was All Star weekend, so we went to go watch that.
So damn, that hurts. You were supposed to be there for a tournament, but thankfully, but thankfully the All Star weekend was there. So and at least it paid off, right, Jordan?
Yeah.
The flights.
Mhm.
And also, did you see one thing at the airport? The court.
Yeah, I saw the court.
Yeah.
People were trying to shoot on the hoop, but they didn't know that the cap was on it.
Yeah, there was like a
Yeah.
cap on the rims. Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. I probably would have shot on there too.
Yeah, I know.
But oh, I would have just been like, oh, and played it off like I didn't do anything. But
Yeah, social media was going crazy.
I'm gonna let you take it away, Carlos. You can show Jordan the surprise. What you
Yeah.
guys have in common?
Yeah, so when I saw this photo, I was like, wait a minute, this looks so familiar because not not because it's IU, because Indiana, is a pretty prestigious university, you know, um, but it was taking place at the Indianapolis International Airport over there in Indy, and I was actually there in Indy, but not for a tournament. I was actually watching my brother play. He was playing in Indy, so guess what I did, Jordan? Seeing that.
Took the same picture.
Yes, sir. Took that same photo over at the airport in Indy. Yeah, so I was actually there in mid-May of 2024, mid-May, like around mid-May. So yeah, so I was at the airport watching my brother play. He was playing for a hoop group tournament over there in Indy. I think it was for a live period, I think. So so when I just saw the IU thingy, I was like, why not just take a picture? I might not even return to Indiana because,
Yeah, like memories and stuff.
yeah, exactly. So Indiana, University of Indiana.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tony, we're done.
No, I know. I was gonna see how long you're gonna let it be silent before things got.
Oh no.
All right, y'all. That's the first half of the show and tell. We're about to get you ready for the second half. So you know how it goes. You know what's coming up, my man Jordan. But we're gonna do it a little different since we're gonna bring these onto the stage. So coming on next, we're going to show everybody why you are on this show and why you're elite. Okay.
Okay.
So you get to talk about your footage, the best part of the show and tell, man. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right. This first one is pretty quick. It's only 9 seconds. So here we go. Sorry, excuse the language, y'all.
Yeah,
But the way he crossed him though, I understand that reaction. Like, you want to see it again? Yes, we'll see it again.
yeah. See it again because glitchy.
Well, your move is sick when you got people out there cussing in the stands. Ooh.
Yeah.
So so tell us about this. Tell us about this, Jordan, man. Why you had to mix that dude like that, man?
I mean,
Why you putting him
I
in the
was just
blender?
I just play whoever's in front of me.
Yeah, but why you had to put him in a blender like that, man? Man, you could have just hit a you could have just hit a three in his face and just let him save face. Um, You could have did a give and go with your teammate. They got an easy lay or something. Like, look, you had options, but you decided to ISO in the corner, um, hit him with the hezzy, hit him with that hezzy cross, looking like Iverson, and get the same easy lay. Like,
The
you
reason
have
why I sold because the coach told me to like go to work, so that's what I did.
no, I'm just fooling with you, man. Man, hey, they put you on an island. It's lunch meat. It's time to eat. Right? Is what Shaq say. Barbecue chicken. You like barbecue chicken, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlos, you like barbecue chicken, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I might go get me some barbecue chicken after this podcast. Y'all got me hungry now. Y'all got me hungry now. Talking about barbecue chicken. What are your thoughts about that clip, Carlos?
Very impressive. Very impressive how you hit that inside hand finish. I actually hit that same finish when I was in Atlanta. I actually drove baseline and did a right hand on the left side finish, like literally same thing as you did, Jordyn. Literally same thing, right hand on the left side. That's what one of my favorite finishes. Inside hand finishes. Left hand on the right side, right hand on the left side. Driving baseline. It's a very cool move to finish. It's a very cool move because when you drive baseline, you obviously don't have that backboard. You can't finish right because you're gonna hit the bottom of the backboard. So obviously, when you finish that inside hand, you get that angle to hit the backboard and you finish. So, a pretty impressive move, Jordyn.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and we finish. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
the
let's
key.
get to the next one. We're gonna watch this great finish because we finish.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, sideways. Yeah, I know.
Good shot, boy.
Yeah. I for y'all will probably wondering why I didn't flip it, um, because it was in landscape. It looked weird. Um, but sorry, I know you. I saw a lot of you guys would have to cringe your neck to see it.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about that video if you could, Jordan.
So we were up at that point. So I came down, went to the left side, gave it to our big on the block. He passed it out to the top of the key to another guard. He shot it, he missed it. Our big grabbed the rebound, kicked it out to me for a three.
Yes,
And
sir.
then the other team called timeout, and then that like everybody on our team like they like locked in. Like I set like basically the um the tone for the team so they can turn up.
Yes, sir. That's what you guys did. All right. Let's get this one's a little is about 12 seconds long. So let's bring it to the stage.
Nice step through. That was a pretty nice step through, Jordyn.
Thank you.
So for those that are not basketball inclined, walk them through how you set your defender up for this finish starting here.
So I told the the other guard right there to go through on the other side. Then I told the big to go to the point.
Uh,
So
my
you
bad.
see how he's going through? I told him to cut through all the way down, right? Then I
Say
told the big, our big right here, to drop down to the right corner. Then I called for an ISO, and then I tween cross into a spin into a step through.
Yep. And so time. So, so tell these young guards are who go into these gyms, practice those tween moves and all that, but not understanding the reason why you're doing those stationaries. Uh, why they don't understand that having those setup dribbles, get those down where you're able to do get isolation plays like this when you get to make these type of plays. So in your own words, kind of like educate them on when you're training on on these stationary tween moves, the importance of using them as a purpose to set up your dribbles.
So like basically, I like practice it to like my first tween is to like bait the guy to see if he's gonna like open up or something, right? And then I like tween again and then push cross to the other side, and so he's gonna have to turn his whole body to the way I'm going, right? Then I spin to get him like off balance, and then I step through because all that turning is gonna make him like like dizzy a little bit. So like he's gonna keep doing like this. So I turn and then step through. He and then his teammate can't help because I sent the big all the way on to the other side. So his big can't help.
I like the way you said he getting dizzy.
Yeah, I know.
All right, then let's get to the next one. Told y'all we only bring the best on here. Yeah, we don't be playing around. All right, here we go.
Son just got his first cap. Reel it up. That thing's heavy. It's bending your rod. That's a big one too. Damn.
Yep,
You
that's
a
the
pro.
cat.
That's definitely a keeper. Wow.
Fishing, all right.
I was like 7. I was 7 when I caught that.
Wow,
That
okay.
was, that was pretty cool. We had to, we had to change the mood a little bit in here. Um, I really wanted to bring this up earlier when he was mentioning catching this, but I was like, nah. Let me pull it up here when we get into the videos. But that's a pretty nice size one.
Mhm. And that day when I caught that was right before practice too.
Oh,
Hmm.
cool, cool. All right, all right. Here we go. Let's get into the next one. Okay, I don't know why it didn't start on time. Okay, I don't know. Okay, great things about going live. Did y'all see it or am I lagging?
No, we didn't see none of it.
All right. Greatness about going live. Here we go. Let's try it again.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's talk about it.
That was my first game at nationals this year. So that was like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was the first game of nationals. So they were full court pressing. So came down, gave the ball to our wing, and then I cut through, pop like I I jammed him, then popped back out. Then the dude like reached for the ball, like he jumped out to get the ball. Then I spun off of him and then floated it.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Oh yeah,
All
that
right.
call was like lagging the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of lagging, but I saw like a little bit of it.
I think I glitched again. All right, let me bring this off the stage.
let's bring the next clip.
All right, let me bring the next clip. I don't know why that one was glitching. Right, here we go.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
go, baby. Let's go.
Way to stay patient. You know, the defender had the advantage. Way to stay patient and still, get your shot off. See, most guys, that most of the time you see players, they go in there and they'll just run in there and then get their shot blocked,
Yeah.
or
there's
try to
video.
foul bait and get mad because they didn't get a call. So way to be patient and still and let your angle develop and get that off. Well, as a coach, that's what I saw. But you can go ahead and walk us through that. That was
So that was right after they called timeout. That was right after the other team called timeout. So our coach told us they're setting screens, nobody's talking. So we all like called out the screens, and then I like baited him like I was going to commit to him because that's what they do. They drive and kick. So I faked like I was going to commit to the driver, and then I went back to the person that he was passing the ball to and stole it and got it easily up.
man. Shout out to you for seeing that and that adjustment, man. That takes that's good basketball IQ there. To see make that adjustment mid game. So shout out to you, Jordyn. That's pretty cool. Um, Shout out to this is from my man Bruce. Been rocking with us since episode 1. He says, with a name like Jordyn, he must be really good. So that comment was towards you, Jordyn. This is one of our, this is one of our biggest. I want to say member, but one of our biggest supporters since day one. That's my man Baltimore Bruce. Shout out.
Yeah.
What do you think about Carlos? So what are your takes on this video, man? About the mid adjustment that he described in the game, and how he didn't, he took his time on this breakaway, and
Yeah, he did like during the fast break, and I think right now I'm just like going through it right now. So okay, so Jordyn, you're going, and then right here you're like calm down, trying to adjust. Like he's gonna obviously swoop through, and then obviously like you would have options here. Like obviously you can pick up your dribble, try and over it while he just swoops through, or you could do what you did, which is like you
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
pretty impressive layup. Pretty
Yeah.
impressive. He
Yeah,
just
because the defender had the angle. I mean, so instead of panicking, trying to force the layup over, which could have got blocked or could have turned it over. He slowed up, let the defender go by, use his momentum to go by and finish. He also could have dropped it off to his trailer. Well, he actually had 2 trailers. He could have dropped it off to if he wanted to get an assist, but staying patient like he did, assessing the situation mid break, is impressive though. Not too many players could do that.
yeah, especially at his level, at
Shit, at
Jordan's age.
oh, excuse my language, man. Y'all got me cussing. At any level.
Yes. Well, yeah.
What you mean? Yeah.
No, but and especially at Jordan's level, you're like kids doing that's like something like high IQ, but yeah, it's very impressive.
Yeah. Isaiah Stevens, shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Said this boy is a problem on that court for real. And Randy Stevens says, I'm proud of you, nephew. So
The family's impressed.
family's locked in, man. Locked in. All right, let's get to the next one. We got quite a few to go through.
There you go. Good pass, baby. Let's go.
Nice pass. Very nice pass. Just saw him cut through, pass it, easy layup.
It's starting. So it's kind of similar to the last clip about what you described. So they're pretty much running the same thing. So you don't have to go and walk through this because you kind of pretty much said the same thing in the last video. They did the driving kick, you defended the shot, and got the break. All right, let's get to the. Let me pull this next one up. When it comes up. All right, here we
go. Before y'all do the next video, can I go use the bathroom real quick?
Oh, you can tell us in the private chat, but okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're live. Everybody, we're live. Okay, which one did I just put on? What's up, Kaysen?
Here he is. Hey, what's up?
Kaysen. Hey, man. Like you need to tune in tomorrow, man, if you can. Got a surprise for you tomorrow, Kaysen. Yeah, you need to tune in. I can't tell you what it is because we're live.
Yeah, that's the intro video. We'll play that next episode. Yeah, so we'll play that next episode.
So yeah, next episode is episode 50, Kaysen. We're going to debut. Since Carlos want to give it away, we're going to debut our new intro. We have our own custom song. Oh, you already know what it is? Oh, okay. He said he knows what it is. He knows what the surprise is.
Okay.
All right, Kaysen.
I can't wait for him to see it.
All right.
Tomorrow.
Don't be too smart for your own good, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, seeing Jordyn's clips, pretty impressive. Some things that I see, kind of reminds me of me. He like that one play where he did that inside hand finish, right hand on the left side. Very impressive. I actually did that in Atlanta. Like one play I drove baseline, I did right hand on the left side. Very impressive. I think that one play where we went fast break, the guy swooped like what I would do. And I think I did this before in a game where a guy just swooped in front of me and I just overed it, just carried over it, layup, pretty similar.
Yeah,
all right, Jordyn's back. So let's get back to the show.
No, what do you mean get back to the show? We never left.
No, but Jordyn left, so let's continue where we're left off.
Oh, here we go, Carlos. All right, let's get to the next one.
Yeah, baby.
Don't y'all love it when you pull a jump shot and you hear somebody in the audience yell rebound and you just lace it?
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to say that you can't shoot. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this play here.
Jordyn.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
So we inbounded the ball, and I got the ball going down court. I saw the dude. He was like sweeping through on my left side, so I wrapped around, then mid-range pull up.
Yes, sir. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
My players, man, they don't. Yeah, we do about hundreds of those dribble pull ups. I practice every day. Because you know they don't. It's not cool for them. They want to shoot the three. They don't know how lethal that dribble pull up is, and how much money you will make playing this sport if you can hit that consistently.
Exactly.
You
Because
can just go down there and just lace a dribble pull up all net. You can do that consistently. You're gonna make a lot of money playing
yeah,
basketball.
because yeah, because there's gonna be some teams out there that will run you off the line, and you gotta like rip and drive. And if there's a defender in the paint, you got a jump shot, right? So
Yeah. But as a
that's what
guard,
comes.
that makes you more dangerous,
Exactly.
especially in the fast break situation. You just pull that up.
Oh, good D, baby.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, let's go.
Boom. Damn, that came out of nowhere. All right, Jordyn.
He's trying to be a contender. He's trying to knock
Mm.
he's trying to knock Key
Mm.
off the thing.
That's probably up there. That's definitely up there with key. Well, competition with keys. Wait, but replay that. Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Oh, good D, baby.
This was in transition in the middle of the
Oh,
game.
oh, let's go.
That's just tough.
We got to talk about this one, sir.
So I got the steal. I was going down court. I was gonna spin like regular spin move, but I jumped while I was doing the spin move. So I was like, I might as well just lay the ball up. So I turned around, did 360 layup.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What we were talking about with Key,
Yeah.
Key did this.
Yeah. Our previous guest.
He's been on the mantle as he did that East Bay in the game, but we're gonna have to we gonna we gonna have to have a fan vote on this one.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
if
competition.
we're gonna keep Key number one, or do we need to replace it?
Oh, good D, baby. Oh, oh, let's go.
Which one's number one now, Carlos?
That clip is definitely the closest to keys. Like out of all the guests, like no offense to all the guests, but that's definitely the closest to keys. But I don't know. I don't know. I would not mind, to be honest, but that we need to include in our intro video.
Well, we gotta leave it. No, let's see what the audience say. One for Key, two Keys East Bay off the dribble, which is very impressive. That's very hard to do.
It is.
And Jordan's
360 layup.
360 lay in transition against while being defended.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, I already know Jordan's vote, so
They're both difficult. They're both difficult to do because obviously when you do a 360 layup, you got to be balanced. Well, you got to obviously be balanced because if you're unbalanced and the ball's going to go all over the place. But that was very impressive that you got it up and like laid it in normal, Jordyn. 360 level difficulty with the defender. That is true, Isaiah Stevens. Because with Keys, he didn't have a well, he had a defender behind him, but not on top of him like Jordyn's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. What do you think, Jordan?
Um,
What do
I
you think?
mean, both of those layups are hard to do, but I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like mine was better.
You're
Because
supposed to.
because mine was
Oh,
contested, but his
his
was
was
like, yeah, his wasn't contested. Mine was contested.
yeah, yours was. He might get. See, he makes a compelling argument like for his I think he might be dethroned.
Or probably we should do a fan vote on IG on Instagram on our stories.
You have to put both. You know how to. Well, we'll talk because you will have to. We'll have to play both side by side to make that post.
Or you can do one for one story and the other with the other story. You can do that.
Hmm. No, I got to remix it and put it side by
Mhm.
side, and then you have to talk like which one or two. All right.
We'll probably make it work.
Um. All right. Let me get through the rest of these videos because we're getting close to our time limit. Um. Okay, so let's get this next one.
That was the complete. I'm gonna record you the whole time. I want you to just shoot through it.
No.
Who you think you are? You ain't saucing me up. Brick City Bandit over here.
Good flip.
Yeah. So who is that, Jordyn?
That was
Talking.
me.
No,
Oh,
no, no, but talking.
oh, my dad.
Oh, your dad?
So I think uh, I think you guys were just one of those. That was just one of those
Father
father
son.
son moments.
Oh yeah.
Do the grind. I ain't gonna go too much into detail on that one. But let's get to the last one.
Let's get it. Go work, go work, go work. Finish strong. Let's get this. Good job. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. Gain speed. Let's get it.
Mm,
Good. Go work.
man, shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Not too many. Not too many of the guests that be coming on be sending to me. Sitting in driveway, hey, driveway footage of you working from home. I think you're like what the
I was
second
third
one.
grade. Oh, wait, no.
No, I was saying you were like the second one that did that.
Oh, yeah.
Um, if I remember, I think Jewels did too. Did
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
Or
he did.
I think he
Joel.
sent me Joel. I think Jewels was the first one. Then JJ Rivera, and then now you. So these are the ones. Yeah, these are the ones I appreciate a lot because bam, this you're giving everyone a inside scoop of what they don't see. You know why you're out there doing 360 contested layups with ease. You know, you're at home doing this, and then pops is there with you. All right. So um so this is up to you, Jordan. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do because we do have a time limit that we normally hit with our younger guests. We don't want to go over 2 hours, but we're getting close to that moment. So um so we can do the wrap up. I know because normally we would do the wrap up right now. So we're getting close to our limit. Or if you want to continue, we can take you can take a couple calls from your audience, and then before we wrap it up, the choice is yours.
Uh, we'll do the call. The
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. So I'm gonna
Yes.
put I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Yeah, there's some family in the chat that might want to hop on the calls here.
Okay, the link is in the chat. You go ahead. So what you do is you just click that link. You'll come on the show, and then you can talk to my man Jordan. You can ask him any questions. There's nothing that's personal. No personal questions or anything or anything that'll give away any anything on him that very personal. While we waiting on somebody to click that link, Jordan, here's one question that I ask every athlete that comes on this show. Now, we all know there's a story behind the number that you choose. So, what is your number, your go-to number, and why did you choose it?
my go-to number is number 8 because of Kobe.
Kobe. Speaking of
Mm,
Kobe, man, what do you think about all this slander that they're saying about Kobe that he's not top 10 in Bleacher Report?
Um, but I don't like that. But in my opinion, Kobe's top 5.
Yeah. Do you think Steph Curry is better than him, or should be ranked higher than him?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah. And are you a sneakerhead?
What do you mean?
You shoe head, basketball player. Um,
Oh yeah.
do
hmm
you have a lot of do you have a lot of basketball shoes?
Um, I mean, I have a lot of basketball shoes that I just like don't wear because I grew out of them too fast.
Uh oh,
I had
pops.
I had 8.5s, then I grew out of them in a week. I went from an
Man.
8.5 to a 9.5,
damn.
Oh,
What?
and then a 9.5 to a 10.
Yikes.
10, 10
pops.
now.
Pops, that growth spurt is coming. You better
Waiting.
say save your money and get him a pair of two sizes too big.
Yep, that growth spurt.
That growth spurt's coming, man. He about to have a scary one too. If he's going if his shoe yeah if his feet growing that fast, pops he about to spring up one. He about to spring up a foot on you.
Yep, that height coming.
Oh yeah, the doctor said I got my physical recently. The doctor told me to be 6'4".
6'4". So 6'4" point guard, maybe.
Yep,
Wow.
possibly 6'3", 6'4".
Okay. That's some big time stuff. 6'4". Impressive.
Yeah, don't look like anyone's clicking the link. We'll give it a few more minutes. You guys, click the link. You come on the show. While we doing that, what is your when you have a big tournament coming up? What is your besides your slides or your Crocs? What are your go to shoes that you have to bring with you?
Probably side slides and Crocs. Um, probably. Well, I don't really know because those are the only things I wear before a game: slides and Crocs and stuff. So I don't.
You know, have any go to shoes that you can bring in there, bring with you to play? You just grab a pair and go.
Yeah, whatever pair I can fit.
He's the first one that ever said that.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do now, Jordan? It was a great interview. And what I'm gonna do is have you excuse me, jeez, give your final shout outs. You can shout out anybody you want.
I wanna shout out my dad because he's the reason where I am right now and stuff. And I want to shout out my godfather and my coach, which is Coach T.
Oh,
Okay.
you have another Coach T. That's
Oh,
what's up.
really? Oh, really?
I'm the original Coach T though. I'm the original Coach T. This comment I wanted to put on there. Um, it said manifesting since day one, and your love for the game shows.
So proud of
And so proud of you. Okay,
Right?
are we still live?
Yes.
We
Yeah,
still
yeah.
live. I don't know what happened. Everybody went black at the same time, even me.
No,
All
no,
right,
no, we're
that's
good.
okay. That's it telling me that, man, you kept Jordan on line too long. It's time to let him go.
I want to stay.
Uh, well, no one's clicked the link. No one's clicked the link yet, so I'll give it about 30 more seconds.
Link not working to call.
I put the link in the chat. That's the link right there.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
How long have y'all been doing this podcast for? Like for like everybody. Like when did y'all start?
End of April.
We just started this end of April. Like we're new at this. Like we haven't even passed a year yet. So we're like under a year.
We
So
haven't even hit, we haven't even hit 6 months yet.
yeah, no.
We haven't even hit 3 months yet. We started the end of April. April 26th was the first episode.
Yeah. It's still brand new.
Actually, today is our 3 month anniversary. So congratulations, Jordan. You went live on a 3 months anniversary.
Oh, there we go. I didn't even know.
I don't keep up with that stuff, but since you brought it up, I had to bring it up. All right. I guess I got a surprise for you, Jordan. You ready?
Yes.
Bring them on.
Oh.
James, you're live and in color on the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
We
Doing good.
maintaining, trying to highlight these youth out there, get them out there, let them know that
Yes,
let them know that we got elite players out here in Florida. They better put some respect on Florida's name.
that's it. I got a question for you, Jordan.
What's up?
What motivates you the most to keep playing the game?
What motivates me to keep playing the game? Like my dad and me working hard so I can get to where I want to be, like when I get older and stuff like that.
And where is it that you want to be?
I want to go to college, and when I graduate, I want to go to the NBA. And if the NBA don't work out, go overseas.
I hear that. I respect that. Side note, I'm the godfather that was shouted out.
Oh yeah,
All right.
see,
Had to hop
man,
on.
appreciate you
All right.
getting great shout out and thank you for calling in, man. Shout out led
Yes,
to your
sir.
godfather calling, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, he really puts in the work too. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, and it shows when he plays.
Oh yeah, we know who's working and who's not, man.
Yeah.
They're the ones that go home crying, talking about they were cheated.
Yep,
Uh,
that's it.
refs didn't call this, refs didn't call that. Them the ones that are not working. Them the prima donnas. Them the ones that you see all glitzed up at the. You when you go to the basketball camps and you see that one kid come in there with 4 and 5 pairs of shoes,
Yeah.
has armbands on, wristbands on, um, leggings and Under Armour t-shirts on and stuff like that, and you're like, look at
Yeah.
Jordan's face. He already know where I'm going with this. And then you got that other kid that walk in, uh, got holes in his leggings, that come in with them slides, take them slides off, put them basketball shoes on, lace them up, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's the one that's the one I gotta watch.
Yep. That's it. They was just putting in work before they got there.
Indeed,
They,
indeed. Yep.
they always do. They always do, man. They always do. Like I said, we know the ones that are working, and we know the ones that's there for show.
Yep.
So what I always say, Carlos, IG could lie, but IG can, IG lies, but the work doesn't.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else? Any words of encouragement for both him and my co-host? My co-host is he's going into his senior year, so this is the most
Okay.
important year. He hates when I do that because he don't like attention on himself.
It's
But
okay. No,
you
it's
got any
okay.
he wants to get into broadcasting, which is why we did this podcast in the first place.
Okay.
So you got any big brother, because he always gives big brother advice to the guests. You got any big brother advice for my man Carlos?
I mean, just keep putting in the work and just know if when you ain't working, somebody else is. So just got to keep moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
It goes for both of you. But he already knows. So
Yeah, that's family to you. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know both of these guys are never going to stop working.
Yep.
But all right, James, I
All right.
appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's
Make
good,
sure you
James.
make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every time we go live, because that's all we do.
All right.
We interview athletes just like Jordan.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, appreciate you.
All right.
All right, let's you want to do one more?
Um,
Let's see.
I mean, sure.
I think he's wore out. I think he's wore out. Carlos. I think he's wore out, Carlos.
Hold on.
Because
Hold up. Hold
he
up.
took a long time with that one. He was like, I
Hold up.
guess.
We have another one coming in. Hold up.
But it's too late though. You already got a caller
Yeah.
coming to the stage. How you doing, Miss Danny?
Hello, hey nephew, how's it going?
Good.
So I got a question for you. What car are you gonna buy me when you become famous?
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Whatever car you want.
okay,
Man,
bet.
get that Bugatti.
I'm gonna send you some pictures. Another question, when are you gonna respond to my iMessage Games basketball request? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about you love basketball, play the game.
Oh wow.
Just want to say I'm really proud of you. I know you've been hustling since you were literally in diapers, and I've been watching you grow and your love for the game grow. And I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see the magic you'll bring to the world. So just wanna say that, and I love you, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And I hear the passion in your voice too, Danny. You very passionate about your nephew. I can hear it right. I can hear it
Oh,
right there.
he's one of my babies. I love all of my babies. I was trying to find a baby picture of him. I don't have it in my area right now. I was gonna put him on blast.
Oh wow! I, I don't think he would have appreciated us that much.
Protect.
You know I love you,
He's
kid.
over here calling timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Protect.
he's over here calling. Oh, you calling the tech?
Protect.
No, no, no.
Get out of here.
Hey, but
Um,
with
uh,
hey, but without the support system, man, you need passionate people in your corner like Miss Danny here. Um, Number one, that keeps the riffraff away. She she gonna be the one that gonna keep. Well, you should. I'll let your family explain that to you when you get older. They'll keep that them people away from you. And I think Miss Danny gonna be the one that be like, hey, back up, leave my nephew. No, no, no. And two, man, keep you grounded, man, and keep you focused. Because it's good to have these type of people in your circle that shoot it straight, that don't BS with you, that let you know like, hey, bro, we gotta
For
lock
sure.
in.
For
We
sure.
gotta
He
lock.
don't need help with that though. He's got it. He got it. He knows he does.
uh, you know Sometimes even me, sometimes we had them days we might be on a grind, but we might that one day we slip and he'd be like, Carlos will tell you.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey,
He also just needs, time to be a kid too. And so I'm
yeah,
glad that
yeah,
he has
that's
like
big.
those opportunities to just have fun and remember his love for the game. And it's not just a competition sometimes. It's just he truly loves it. And so I'm glad like watching those videos play back. Like I remember his dad sending those to me and it just makes me happy that that love for the game is still there. So very proud of him. Very proud of his dad for that.
Then you came on here spitting nothing but facts. You came
Like
on
I
here
said, he's
spitting
one of
nothing
my
but facts.
babies.
I appreciate. That is awesome. Do you have any encouragement from my man Carlos here?
I mean, keep doing what y'all doing. I mean,
Thank you. Yeah.
it's, yeah, I know you said it's a newer podcast, so I mean,
Yeah. So,
keep going for it. So that's all I can say.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
all
All
right.
right, well, I appreciate you.
Before you go, Miss Antonia's
Yeah,
been
that's
commenting in this chat all day. She's been telling me she's blowing up the chat, letting everybody know how proud of you.
yeah,
So I have to get this one out up there for you, Jordan, before Miss Danny leave.
yeah. We
So
got a sibling group chat going. We just been watching and supporting him. So we're all so proud of you.
Thank you.
that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So thank you, Miss Danny, and
Thank
I think
y'all.
I can't have. There's no call that's going to top that one unless again your nana or somebody call in, because I don't think we're gonna find any call better than this one. So
Um, I appreciate
thank you.
y'all. I love you, Jordan. Keep grinding. And play me back on iMessage.
Hmm.
All right,
I
bye.
think. All right. Thank you. I think you better play her back on I message, man. Look like Miss Danny don't play, so you better. All right, I think we're gonna let my man go for the night, Carlos. This has
Yeah.
been a great interview, Mr. Jordan. Um, but we'll do the wrap up after this, so don't go anywhere. No, saying
Okay.
that we're gonna wrap it up and then tell them not to go anywhere, and that's kind of. But yeah, we'll be live in tomorrow, episode 50. I guess like we said at the beginning, we're gonna debut our new intro with our custom theme. So we're gonna debut that tomorrow, and we also gonna debut something different for episode 50. Um, we're gonna do an we're gonna do audience topics starting tomorrow. So what we need for you guys to do is anything that you guys want us to talk about when it comes to the audience topics. Um, Send us some suggestions that you want. We'll find the overlays and everything for it. We'll set it up, put it on there, and then when it's audience topic time, guess what? we'll bring you guys on, and we'll talk about your topics with our guests. So we're going to start that tomorrow. And two, another segment that we're going to start is um, just to make it a little bit more fun. We're going to talk about the most idiotic comments you've seen on the internet. So we're going to do a whole segment where we're just going to post idiotic comments that we've seen on the internet, regardless of any subject, and we're just going to talk about it and laugh at it. So we're going to debut that on episode 50. Just trying to mix it up. But Carlos,
Yeah.
let's count this out.
Jordan, do you know our slogan?
Hmm?
Our slogan. It says it on our shirts here. So yeah. So how do you do this? All right. So there's our slogan. Be ready. Stay ready. All right, Jordan.
Uh-huh.
So when we sign off, say 3, 2, 1. I'll say 3, 2, 1. Tony's gonna say be ready. You say stay ready, and then we out. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's do
I thought
this.
you went over this. I thought you went over this already.
3, 2, 1.
All right. To be ready,
Stay ready.
and make
And
sure
well,
y'all like,
guys.
share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. What is it? 8 o'clock. I think I said it for Eastern time. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 50.